In 2008, something bold took root in Alabama, a belief that every student with potential to succeed in advanced placement courses deserved the chance to try. Not just the ones in wealthy schools, not just the ones already expected to excel, everyone. At the time, that idea was radical. AP courses were often seen as out of reach for students in rural or under-resourced communities, but Alabama was ready to challenge that thinking. The opportunity came when the National Math and Science Initiative put out a call, looking for states willing to rethink how they approached AP education. Alabama answered, and with support from A+ Education Partnership and the State Department of Education, the state landed a game-changing grant. There was a catch. To unlock that funding, Alabama had to raise $13.2 million in matching dollars. That could have been the end of the story. But it wasn't. Business leaders, foundations, and public officials came together to make it happen. It was a rare kind of collaboration, and it marked the beginning of something big. That something was A+College Ready.
In Alabama, A+ Education Partnership, the governor's office, the state superintendent came together to make the case to the National Math and Science Initiative that we should be selected. And out of that, A+College Ready was born.
At A+, our mission is really to create great schools for every child, regardless of circumstance. And that means focusing on the students that need it most.
Led by Mary Bohm, a small, determined team got to work, training teachers, supporting students, and building a model that would soon change classrooms across the state. They didn't just offer encouragement, they brought real support. Hands-on teacher training, classroom materials, help for administrators, weekend study sessions for students, and subsidies to cover AP exam fees. And then there were the incentives. That's what really sets A+College Ready apart. It motivated teachers and students to aim higher and gave them a reason to believe they could get there. They started in just 12 high schools. The goal was simple but ambitious. Give teachers the tools to teach AP-level content in math, science, and English, and give students the confidence and support to rise to the challenge. The results came quickly. Enrollment in these AP classes jumped. So did the number of students earning qualifying scores. But more importantly, the idea that AP was only for a select few started to fade.
There was a time many years ago when advanced placement, or AP, was considered only for the elite. A+College Ready believes wholeheartedly that there's an AP course out there for every child. And if there's an AP course available to them, they need to go that direction. Research shows that students who have at least one AP experience in high school are more likely to be successful in the college setting.
Small towns, big districts, schools in every corner of the state saw progress. When the initial grant ended, the mission didn't. A+College Ready evolved. It built its own Alabama-specific curriculum, tight, challenging, aligned with AP expectations and the standards outlined in the courses of study. And it grew fast.
We had the opportunity to begin to grow and expand. And it has just been something amazing to watch. We've expanded from math, science, and English. We now do social studies. We now do computer science. So we grew breadth-wise, but we also grew depth-wise, but also worked creating a diverse pipeline of students ready for rigorous coursework, whatever that looked like.
What started with just a handful of AP courses eventually expanded to more than 50 AP and non-AP courses in middle and high school. Training sessions became a hallmark of the program. Teachers didn't just sit through lectures. They experienced a learner-centered classroom and built a teacher network. They came back year after year because the content was rigorous, engaging, and most importantly, useful.
Once a student gets an exposure to rigorous coursework, they realize the capability not only for themselves but
they can kind of see how that has an application on their future. Whenever they take these rigorous courses for the first time, they almost like see untapped potential in themselves. We just want them to have that one opportunity to see the potential within themselves that maybe they didn't realize was even there.
I'm very excited to be the communications manager at A+College Ready because I felt the personal impact as a student, and now I get to do that on a different level. I'm just excited to help people the way I was helped, and seeing those people realize, oh, I can do this, and there is a possibility and there is a change is what's really happy for me.
A+College Ready didn't stop with the original 3 disciplines, later expanding to include social studies, computer science, art, and Spanish, as well as support for middle and high school non-AP coursework, along with enhanced training and resources for school administrators. The goal had shifted from solely raising the number of AP qualifying scores to building a true academic pipeline, starting earlier and reaching farther.
One reason why A+ decided to expand into the non-AP is because it's very important to have a pipeline. So if you just put students in the advanced placement courses, they may not be prepared for that coursework that they're going to engage in. But on the other hand, if they never take an advanced AP course, they're going to be more prepared for whatever path they take.
2015, my children attended ARAB High School. They took some advanced placement courses for the first time. That was the first time ARAB High School had offered those. I was principal in Guntersville High School at the time, and I knew that's not where we were at Guntersville High School at the time. I called the principal of ARAB High School the next day. It's Dr. Michael Douglas, now superintendent of Decatur, and he explained the grant, and he explained the process. And I wrote the grant, and for A+College Ready, and Guntersville High School became a Cohort 6 school in 2016. And it was just a very transformative process. I think we were a good school prior to A+College Ready. We were solid, but it took us to a level of academia that we had not had or experienced. So when I retired, I talked to Miss Mary Baum into hiring me in some type of leadership capacity to work with administrators in schools. I thought it was a component that was missing. I think they were very solid in their connections with their teachers and various curriculums. But the component I thought they missed was that administrative component, to where the whole school would be moving in the same direction. And I've been with A+College Ready since 2017, and it's been a great process. I consider myself very blessed to be a part of this organization.
I was at a Cohort 3 school, and at that point in time, social studies was not supported. So I was an advanced placement teacher. I taught the AP US History course, and I saw how pivotal this program was in our school. I saw students being excited about going to these classes. And so here I am, the AP US History teacher, and I don't have any of these awards. I quickly found out that there was something I needed to do about that. So I tried to mimic the program that I saw because I saw firsthand how it was working. I would also say that one of the things that our school did during the time on the grant was we were one of the first 6A schools to clear school improvement. And I think that was largely due to the changes that we made due to partnering with A+College Ready. So fast forward a couple years later, around 2015, A+College Ready decided to add social studies to the curriculum. And I was fortunate to serve on the development team that developed the first curriculum that was used in our state by A+College Ready. I knew the impact that this program had on students. I saw it work with staff. We have a thriving social studies curriculum where we're able to support teachers all over the state. And I'm so fortunate to be a part of something that is truly unique and one of a kind.
MS TIP, Middle School Training and Incentive Program, gives middle school teachers the training and support they need to lay a strong academic foundation. So by the time students reach high school, they're ready to take on tougher coursework with confidence. It's an essential part of the pipeline that starts early and sets students up for success. Today, every middle and high school in Alabama is required to offer computer science. That's not by accident. A+College Ready led the training that made it possible, often helping schools start from scratch. And then there's iTip, the individual AP Teacher Training and Incentive Program. It's designed for teachers who might be the only ones in their building teaching AP, or whose school is not participating in the traditional A+ College Ready program. The teachers and their students get the same support, same curriculum, and the same access to mentors and training. No one's left behind.
I was actually a teacher in a school that received the A+ College Ready grant. And my administrator came to me and asked me to teach a course that I had not heard of before called AP Language. And I did not really know anything about the course. We didn't offer it. I didn't take it in high school. So he sent me to a one-day workshop to learn about the class. And I went to the workshop and I came back and I told him, I don't think I want to teach that class. But then the next school year came, I went to an AP summer training and I learned a lot. And I think if he wouldn't have given me the confidence, and if we didn't have the program and have the A+ College Ready grant to support me as a teacher, I really wouldn't have been able to learn it as fast as I did. And so I went from teaching the course for the very first time to becoming a consultant with them and teaching some Saturday study sessions. And so through that, there was an evolution of starting to lead a session for the fall conference or to be a mock reading table leader. And then here we are, a lot of years later, when my mentor, Diane Frusci, retired in 2019, I applied for the position and was very thankful to receive it, and then have just been part of the team since.
Our training not only focuses on content, but it focuses on pedagogy. And by focusing on teacher pedagogy, you are considering a variety of students. You're considering a variety of ways to interact with them. We're able to empower administrators as well to just kind of think beyond the traditional approaches that have been taken in the past with educating our students.
What started as a grant proposal is now a movement. Thousands of teachers, tens of thousands of students, all connected by one goal: academic opportunity for every student in Alabama.
I just think it has been such a wonderful experience to see the growth of the organization throughout the state. We're into areas now that AP or advanced placement did not exist prior to A+ College Ready. And to see those students have access to a rigorous and robust curriculum and to thrive and flourish and to go places they would never have had access to prior to our organization entering their schools. It's just a wonderful experience.
We raise the questions at board meetings. We ask what next, which school districts are in this cohort, which ones are anticipated, which ones should we be seeking to encourage participation in the next cohort of the A+ College Ready program.
This is more than just test scores. It's about changing what students believe is possible for their future. It's about helping teachers feel confident and equipped. And it's about proving, year after year, that Alabama students can compete with anyone, anywhere.
We stand on the shoulders of giants at A+. I mean, from our founding president, Caroline Novak, to our founding A+ College Ready president, Mary Bowman, all the work that we've done and that they have done to kind of lay that foundation, we're all about sustaining that work, but we also want to take this to the next level.
As a first-generation college graduate and a person who knows the difference that education can make in your life, it is such a joy and privilege to have had the opportunity to do work where that is our goal every day.
Opportunity matters, and I think that that's something that we do provide. And it doesn't have to be right after high school. There are lots of kids who leave high school and they go into the workforce and they're successful. But at some point in their lives, they might say, you know what, I'm going to go take a course or two, and they're better prepared. And they know how to deal with challenges, and that's life-changing.